everyone, I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Jayson.
And we are father
and son.
Hey Jayson, look at this magnificent backlighting.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's just outside.
Yeah, We're a little bit in silhouette. Look at all the mystery. Today, we're not going to be talking about X-Men or anything, regardless of what you might think looking at my shirt right now. Today we're going to do something very different from anything we've done on this show. We are going to... You're not going to have to look at this backlighting for very long, because Jayson and I are going to demo our new Raspberry Pi arcade machine. Jayson, can you tell the audience a little bit about this machine that we got done over Christmas?
Yeah, so basically, we got this as a family present for Christmas, and it was originally just a coffee table, and then now it's a coffee table and a stand-up arcade machine.
Yeah,
and
well,
it has like 20,000 games on it.
So,
really cool.
What Jayson is saying is a little bit confusing. We have two machines.
Yeah.
So there's so I bought months ago from a guy named Andrew on Facebook Marketplace. And if you're interested in his work and in getting one of these things made for yourself, you can contact me and I can get you in touch with Andrew. He is shipping the coffee table machines. And today we're not going to show you that. We're just going to show you, we might do a video on that down the road. And Andrew and I have been talking about doing a video together too. But today we're just going to look at the Virtua Fighter machine. But the coffee table machine was a thing that I bought months ago as a big family present for Christmas. I've been sitting on this thing forever. And just before Christmas, I talked to Andrew about maybe going ahead and getting my Virtua Fighter arcade converted into an emulator machine, because I've been trying to get this thing fixed forever to run the original Virtua Fighter on the original board. And long story short, I sunk some money into this, and like I had to pay for the machine, which was pretty reasonable, but it wasn't working. And it looked like it was going to be an easy fix, and then it turned out that it wasn't. So I had to pay to go get it because it was in Oklahoma, and I had to pay to get a new power supply. And it turns out that you can't just use any old arcade power supply. Everything with a lot of these Sega machines from the early 90s are apparently proprietary, which means, Jayson, that there's only one that works for that thing. You can't just get like a universal one. So the power supply for this Virtua Fighter machine, get this, only was used for Virtua Fighter, the first one, not the second one, just Virtua Fighter, and a photo booth. Sega had a photo booth, and that was it. So at one point, I thought I got a hold of one, and I ordered it, and a couple months went by, and it never got shipped to me, and then unceremoniously, it was refunded. And so I looked around for one forever, and somebody had one on eBay with the full power supply with everything that you needed, and they claimed it worked, but it was like $250, and I was like, I'm not going to pay that. And then, because nobody was buying it, they finally dropped it to $100, so I went ahead and got that, and all of that just to be able to see if the board worked. And it was messed up. So like the machine would turn on, and the sound worked and everything, and you got a picture, but you saw it, I think, right? It was running super fast, and it was all chopped up and clipped and stuff. And so anyway, I was going to have to get that fixed. And finally, I decided to, because there's very few people in the world that could even fix that, and I was going to have to ship it to somebody, not the whole machine, because it's insanely heavy. In fact, I had to even pay movers to get it in the house. It's so heavy. But I decided finally at the end of the day not to try to ship out the board. And I also was going to have to get the soundboard fixed, because it ended up having problems too. And so finally I just decided to see if I could get somebody to convert it to a MAME machine. And we did even one better than that. It's not just MAME, it's basically everything console-wise and most arcade things up through like 1996. And as Jayson said, it's got like 20,000 games on it. Some things don't work real well on it. Most everything does. So anyway, we thought we'd demo it for you today and show you what we've got here. It is is really cool. If you're into arcade machines and you're interested in seeing the creative things that people do with Raspberry Pis, this video will be for you. And Jason and I are just going to jump back and forth and each pick different games and see if we can show you an eclectic assortment today of things that this machine runs. So, are you ready to do that, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to it. Okay, so here it is. This is an original first-generation Virtua Fighter machine converted into a Raspberry Pi emulator cabinet. We have converted this to a 6-button machine, and it's got a start and select button up here, and then your 6 buttons. Defense, punch, and kick are no longer defense, punch, and kick, but I was really happy that Andrew didn't have to ruin any of the art on this machine. Really minimal cutting into this, and so the overlay is still just what it looked like, except with 3 more buttons, I guess 4 more buttons, and we didn't have to ruin this at all, which is really great. The only thing I still might do with it, Jason, is I'm still kicking around spray painting behind here so that you can't see behind it, above and below the monitor. Because of course it's got a brand new monitor in it, and originally this machine had a plastic, I don't know what to call it. It had a plastic thing behind it to hold in the TV and to block out anything around it. And if you put the back on the machine, you probably would get about the same effect, except the TV would still say Westinghouse. I might just put something, some black tape or something over that. But we just got this done like a week ago, so I mean, it's playable, it's working, but there's still maybe a little bit left to do with it. But the only reason that the back isn't on it right now is because I have to reach behind inside the machine in order to turn on the Raspberry Pi, because we didn't set up to where that's outside the machine. So that's not a huge deal, but because of that, you are still going to be able to see behind it. But that's really it. That's about the only thing I would do with it. So it's still complete. The Virtua Fighter cabinet. We don't have the original sound with it or anything. The sound is just coming out of the TV, and it sounds just fine. It's still got, obviously it doesn't operate, but it's still got the, coin slots at the bottom here, which is cool. And the art still looks really great, and I've had this since February of last year, and it's just sat in my garage for months and months, and forever I've wanted to finally get to do something with it. And like I said, I had to sink some money into it just to figure out what was wrong with it. And Andrew got me a really great deal in getting this thing working and being able to play a bunch of games even besides Virtua Fighter. So Jason, tell everybody what Virtua Fighter itself is like on this machine. How are we making this thing run Virtua Fighter?
So basically, we're not actually doing the arcade version, the original arcade version of Virtua Fighter.
Why is that?
Because because we can't find it. It's not on there.
Okay, so I guess you don't know. It doesn't tend to emulate well. I have seen a couple of videos online where people have gotten ROMs from MAME to work fine for Virtua Fighter, but Andrew and I were not able to find one that would run well with the system. So Virtua Fighter 1, Virtua Fighter 2, they just don't emulate well. And he's thinking when the new Raspberry Pi comes out, we might finally be able to do that. But right now, we're having to kind of compromise. So how are we compromising? So
basically, we are using the 32X version.
So this, we're using the, it's funny because we're playing a lot of 32X Virtua Fighter right now with a 32X sitting right next to this machine. And here is 32X Virtua Fighter. And so what, Jason, would you say are the pros and cons to 32X Virtua Fighter versus the original arcade ROM?
It looks really blocky.
And that game was already blocky, but it's blockier.
It's blockier. The sound is like... Isn't the sound better on the arcade version?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, it's a 32-bit arcade port.
Because I've never actually played the arcade version.
Oh, is that right? Have you not?
I've always played the 32X version and
So
Remix.
you have played Remix, and the sound is pretty similar to what it sounds like on Remix. Like in playing Remix on the Saturn, you're getting a lot closer to Arcade Perfect, except it is also a remix. It's a slightly different game. But with the 32X version, I mean, everything is compromised, just like you always had with ports on, cartridge-based and even CD-based systems back then. But it is really faithful in how it plays, which is why I have been okay making that compromise, at least for the time being. The nice thing is that this was not done by a guy who just, did it for me and left. I'm in contact with him. If he ever, updates the system on this, the Raspberry Pi, his build, he'll give me access to it, and so I've got an ongoing relationship with the guy who built this, which is really, really nice. So even if you don't have, if you did this with this guy, even me having very little knowledge of how to do this kind of thing myself, I don't have to monkey with it. I can go to the guy, I can go to the source and get new things put on it if I need to. But anyway, so it does kind of suck that we've got this great Virtua Fighter machine and it's not running the original arcade Virtua Fighter, but at least we can play Virtua Fighter, so that's good. So yeah, the 32X version was obviously, they had to compromise it in order for that to be able to fit on the cartridge. So it's got a lot less detail in the faces and in the backgrounds, and yeah, the music doesn't sound arcade perfect, certainly, because it's working with a different chipset. But it's still really good. It's still really solid. And what's funny is 32X is the one that I grew up with most, so I actually have more nostalgia for that version than I do with the arcade version, because there wasn't a perfect arcade port, and I only got to play the arcade version a few times, whenever I would go to arcades and casinos with my parents as a kid.
Yeah.
So that is how we're running Virtua Fighter. I think we should start there, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, so why don't you go ahead and pull that up for us?
Okay.
And so we have the entire library of 32X games. We have the entire library of SNES and Genesis and TurboGrafx 16 and NES, and the list goes on and on and on. So I'm going to go ahead and change our angle now and set this up so that you guys can see us play a little bit of Virtua Fighter. All right, Jason, are you ready, man?
Yeah.
So here we go. 32X Virtua Fighter on an original Virtua Fighter arcade machine. I wonder if anybody else in the world has exactly this setup. Who you gonna be, Jason?
I'll be Pi.
My favorite character in Virtua Fighter is Sarah.
My favorite character in Virtua Fighter is Lion and Vanessa, but they're both...
Neither of them are in this version.
Oh wait, I forgot which character I was.
You just said you were Pi.
Boom! Punch, punch, punch.
So this is really satisfying with a stick and arcade buttons. I find myself hardly noticing that I'm not playing the original arcade. I mean, obviously, if I'm thinking about it, yeah, it clearly doesn't look as good. But it plays the same, and that is what counts. Oh, goodness.
Yes.
So the caution... The caution tape there, Jason, still applies. It's still a challenge of over 100 3D moves.
Yeah, I hate being challenged by 100 3D moves.
Yeah, you need someone to caution you about them. You need a disclaimer. Yahoo! So, Jason, tell everybody what we were doing last weekend with Virtua Fighter.
Oh yeah, we were playing every single Virtua Fighter. Basically. Because
with Christmas, you have caught me up. I have everything now. Mm-hmm. The only thing I was missing was Virtua Fighter 3 on the Sega Dreamcast. And Jason finally got me that disc. So we've got everything. Jason, can you list the Virtua Fighter games?
Yeah. All of them?
All the major ones.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, like... Okay, so there's Virtua Fighter 1. And there's Virtua Fighter 2. And
of course, Virtua Fighter Remix on Saturn, which also was a cabinet too. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
I've never played the cabinet. Yeah, it's the same game.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if it's the exact same game. I'm gonna assume that the Saturn was a port of that.
Yeah.
But Remix is important on Saturn because the actual Virtua Fighter 1 port was terrible, and this port is actually way, way better than it. It's almost unplayable, the Saturn Virtua Fighter 1 port.
Oh, really?
Wow, you got me.
Yes.
But anyway, so
name.
Well, yeah, I just meant around. Name more games.
So then there's Virtua Fighter Kids, which is the dumbest thing ever. And the reach is like so bad it makes the game terrible, basically.
It's essentially Sonic the Fighter is with Virtua Fighter characters.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You got me.
Oh yay.
Good job, man.
Because the reach is not very good.
I'm not the best with the wrestler characters.
Then why were you a wrestler character? No, be the other wrestler character.
Nah, I'm good. Sake of variety, I suppose. Did you ever notice Pi has green eyes for some reason?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be Durham?
I'm gonna be Durham. No.
So, do you agree with Aaron Hickman, who says that...
Who's that?
Aaron is one of the hosts of the Genesis Gems. He's a good friend of mine who's been on the channel several times. Aaron and I talk all the time, and when I told him that I finished my Virtua Fighter collection, he said, "Oh, do you have Virtua Fighter Kids on the Sega Saturn?" He goes, "You know, that game that should have just been like an extra unlockable feature on Virtua Fighter 2 or something?"
And then after...
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
That, like, that's a fun mode before it's a game.
Yeah.
I think I'm mostly with him on that. There's some fun... Ooh, look, I'm black, Kajabe. But yeah, there's some... And so I'm just blending in with the background now, with this outfit.
Yeah.
There's some fun, like kid details and stuff that they did with that. Like, if it was just a unlockable feature, I doubt that it would have had, you know, as much cute new details to it, with the you know, like, the kind of remixed kidified soundtrack and some of the stuff they did with the backgrounds. Because that is just Virtua Fighter 2 in kid form. And so it's got, maybe we'll play that at some point for like 5 minutes on a video. But it's got fun stuff, like Akira's stage has a pink elephant in the background now. And...
Wait, really?
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh dang it. I am not doing very good with Jeffrey right here. Oh, come on.
Well, Jason, you want to back out and pick us another game? And we'll just show folks more of the breadth of what's on the system.
Thought it also worked on the second one.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't.
Okay, let's go to...
Oh, your head's blocking us here. Hopefully it wasn't that whole time.
Oh. Sorry.
We had this set up okay, but I think you kind of moved.
Yeah, I might have.
Okay. Hopefully everybody was able to see that.
Let's see, what...
What are you thinking? Are we gonna do another fighting game?
Yeah. You thinking... What should we play?
We could do a Capcom fighter.
Yeah. We could do Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
I mean, we wouldn't play through the whole thing, but we could start it. You know, start it? Okay, so now we're gonna play the arcade the arcade perfect MAME version of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which is not the same game as the Genesis version.
Mm-hmm. I think that was also a SNES game, right?
I think it was, yeah. But I only ever played it on the Genesis.
I have only played this on the arcade version, and it's weird.
Yeah, it's very strange. But it's cool. They did a really good job on the score with this, I think.
But it sounds so bad.
Well, that makes sense, though, because he's bad. He's really, really bad. Oh, I always do that.
It's this button, right?
Yeah, I always think that the special move button is the normal shoot button. Oh, you did it too. Did you do it too? Mm-hmm. Well, Jason. But yeah, this is just a beat 'em up.
Oh, and you can moonwalk.
The arcade version, well, you should. It says it's called Moonwalker, based on the film, which I've never seen.
Oh. Yeah, now
I get the monkey so you can be RoboCop, Michael Jackson.
Oh my gosh.
But this was a really inventive beat 'em up. I like the kind of isometric perspective. You gotta save kids just like you do in... I don't even want to call them ports because it's a different game. But the console versions are kind of more of just about finding things before they're about really fighting very much. But obviously a lot of direct homage to particular Michael Jackson music videos. And he moves just like the dancer. I'm glad they made this multiplayer, because, I mean, being an arcade machine, having a beat-em-up that was only one player would be weird, but at the same time, it's also kind of strange that you just play as Michael Jackson again, but wearing red.
Yeah, or I guess, like, blue or something?
But, like, who else would you... Well, you're wearing red right now.
I know, but, like, the third...
Oh, the third, yeah. Yeah, and also, is it a 3-player beat 'em up?
Yeah.
There's not... That's
yes. Weird. It's weird, though.
And we only have a 2-controller setup here.
Ooh.
Jason picked this game because he's a huge Michael Jackson fan. Jason is a dancer, for anybody that doesn't know that. Jason is hip-deep in competitive dance. And you're working on your competitive stuff right now, right?
Yeah.
Getting ready for a convention?
I did not.
That was me.
No, that was me.
Oh, really? Because I'm pretty sure I pressed that button, too.
I pressed that button.
Well, that's alright. We got those guys in the corner. Those really rough, difficult guys in the corner.
But yeah, I'm actually doing a duet right now. That's a Michael Jackson duet with my friend.
I don't remember. What's the song?
I forgot what it was called.
Haven't you been working on this for months?
Yeah.
Ow, I'm dead.
Uh-oh. I'm just trying to do this, there's a bunch of guys.
What's the song, Jason?
Oh yeah, I want to be starting something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I just couldn't remember, and I haven't seen you guys perform it yet.
Yeah.
Did you do it at your last performance? The one that I couldn't make?
Yeah.
Because you did competitive showcase for that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to kind of sample this. Do you want to go back and play something else?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, I think I'm going to pick... Let me go this way 1 second. As you can tell, the library on this thing is just enormous. And most of everything from, mid-80s and before, really, into the early to mid-90s is here, especially if it was 2D. So let's do some X-Men versus Street Fighter, Jason.
Okay. Have I played this game yet?
I don't think you have.
I don't think I have.
All the Marvel Capcom fighters kind of run together.
Yeah. I know I've played the original Marvel vs. Capcom. I might have played Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, but I don't know if I've played
we have the 1-Up cabinet downstairs for the original Marvel Superheroes.
I've sampled all of these at this point. So the only thing that's not on this machine is Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but it's got everything up to that point.
Oh yeah, I think I've done this. Maybe.
Oops, I accidentally gave Rogue her pink outfit. I always do that. You have to select with the buttons up here.
Yeah, Juggernaut, of course.
Yeah, Jason loves his Juggernaut. Are you being Michael Juggernaut?
Michael Juggernaut.
Jason likes to combine Michael Jackson and Juggernaut. I've been playing this a little bit lately. Rogue is turning into my best character.
I know Juggernaut's gonna be my best character. I just gotta...
Well, you already know how to play with him.
I already know how to play with him.
We have put a lot of hours into Marvel vs. Capcom on the arcade one-up machine.
Or Marvel Superheroes.
Or Marvel Superheroes, rather, yeah. And they have made a Marvel vs. Capcom machine now, but now that we have access to all these things emulated here, I don't feel the need to really buy any more of those machines. And I hope those still get some play. We've kind of overdone it with the arcade machines in the house now, Jason.
Yeah.
We are in good shape now with this stuff, I think.
Oh no, not your Berserker Barrage.
Berserker Garage, yeah. Get him.
Did it again.
I only got you with the tail end of it.
I'm gonna be Chun-Li from now on.
I've been playing with her a lot in this game, too. I don't play real well with her in the original Street Fighter 2, but the later stuff where she kind of has her own Shoryukens and stuff, I like to play with her more.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a big Street Fighter guy. I just didn't grow up with it.
Dang it, you're gonna beat me. There's no way I'm beating you. Stop.
And I'm not sure. I think X-Men vs. Street Fighter may have been the first of these that was a tag team game. Do you know that, Jason? Do you know if it was or not? Because all of Marvel vs. Capcoms are.
I mean, this is considered to be the first Marvel vs. Capcom game.
Yeah. But Marvel Superheroes, but what I'm saying is, like, did Street Fighter or Marvel do it before that? Because Marvel Superheroes was not a tag team game.
And same with the X-Men game.
Yes. Children of the Atom.
Children of the Atom.
Which is also on that machine downstairs. And we've played it some, but we like Marvel Superheroes a lot more, so we've put more time into that.
How do you do that super move thing?
You gotta press several buttons at once, man. I don't know if it's these two or these two, so I just always press all four.
It's not.
These were always button mashers for me, but in spending more time on them, I'm starting to get to know movesets a little better.
Did you just kiss me?
Yes. And she'll do that to anyone, and it's hilarious. It's great. My favorite is when she does it to Storm, because it's just awkward. Cracks me up.
Well, you just did it to Chun-Li.
That's true. Do you want to play again?
Sure. Oh, Gambit's
Here comes the same challenger. Yes, so you can play Gambit and
Rogue
together, or you can have them face off against each other, which is fun. The X-Men lineup in this is really good.
Yes, Akuma.
And there's no weird choices like there was in Children of the Atom. There's a couple characters in that where you're just like, why? Sort of like in the original Marvel Superheroes where you're like, Suma Garath? Like, why?
Suma Garath, yeah.
But here, like, there's no weird picks. And you also have a lot of nice counterparts. So you have, Wolverine and Sabretooth. But Sabretooth and Juggernaut are the only villains, I think.
Oh my gosh, stop kissing me.
But it's her mutant power. Oh, you know what else is cool?
Yeah.
When you do that, you can take on, briefly, the powers of whoever you fought. So if you do it, like against Cyclops, you'll have Cyclops' optic blast for a minute.
Oh.
I mean, it's really faithful to the power sets. Like, Rogue works like Rogue. So if you touch somebody, you hurt them, and you take their abilities. They haven't ever really built in Wolverine's healing factor in any way, I don't think. Or have they?
I don't know. I haven't played as Wolverine yet.
Have you not? No. Well, I just mean in these games. You played as Wolverine before.
Yeah, I have. No.
I mean, in like Marvel superheroes. And...
Yeah, I thought you were talking about this game.
No, I meant just in general. Because I mean, every time they use these characters, they're always the same as they were. I mean, they might tweak things here and there, but like.
Oh, now it is Gambit versus Rogue. I think I might beat you.
Pink Rogue. I think you might. You've been blocking and avoiding my special moves a lot.
Oh no.
Ah!
Ooh.
You must have been throwing me a lot. Good job.
Oh no. I want to beat you with Gambit. I don't think that's gonna happen. No, that's not gonna happen. Oh, that's hilarious. You literally
I just kissed Gambit. I did.
Oh.
You only have to hit me one more time. Yeah, you got me. Good job, man.
Got you with that thing.
Do you want a tiebreaker, or should we go play something else?
Let's go play something else.
Okay, your pick this time. Do you want to stay in arcade, or do you want to go to a console, or what do you want to do? I think I know what he's gonna pick. There's a game on Super Nintendo we've been playing a lot. Okay, you just jumped over to hacks. There you go. Yeah. That's one thing I really like about the system, about the setup, is that it does have some really good hacks. Oh, we're gonna play zombies. I wasn't thinking that.
What did you think?
I thought you were gonna go to Tetris.
Oh, Tetris, yeah.
We've been playing a lot of Tetris Dr. Mario. Which is really fun. I had never played that. I knew it was a thing, but I always just assumed that in that game you could pick between them, and you can, but it also has a mode where it oscillates back and forth between Tetris and Dr. Mario, so you're playing both games at the same time. And that's really fun. So you can end up, if you're playing two-player, you can end up playing Tetris while somebody else is playing Dr. Mario. And it's great. This is the game, besides Virtua Fighter on 32X, that is the reason that I got this system with the other cabinet that we bought, with the table. I was like, because I think the Zombie is an arcade game, and it was never an arcade game, but it should be, and it plays better with a stick. I also love the button layout a lot better than trying to play it on a controller.
Yeah.
And I was like, if that's there and it plays well, I'm going to be sold on this thing. And it is.
Whoa.
Make sure we both get in.
I forgot about that thing.
So we won't get real far probably playing together, but we'll play at least a couple levels of this.
Yeah.
So you remember the controls, right?
Yep. This is your shoot button.
So you've got your
like,
primary weapon, your secondary
the
weapon. Oh, I'm sorry.
You got the teacher.
You can have the baby.
You can have the... I'll have the cook.
I'll get the key.
Yeah. No, I wanted the rescue more neighbors bonus. You're the one with the... Dang it. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be somebody in that? Oh yeah, I forgot.
So I may have told this story before, but a couple of years ago now, I got to go to a pinball convention, and somebody had made a custom Zombies Ate My Neighbors cabinet. It was really cool looking, and I got to play it. And after playing it that way, I didn't want to go back, and now I don't have to. It's really exciting. And Jason, I played this the other night, and I got farther than I've ever gotten.
Just with a stick?
Playing this way, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just find it easier to keep track of what your buttons do, and like I said, this layout's really nice. So like your selectors are right underneath your weapons. You have primary weapon, secondary weapon, and then these are the selectors for each of those, and then these bring up the map.
Yeah.
And you know, it's an overhead view, and so it just makes a lot of sense with a stick. Crazy that this never went to the arcade.
I love this music.
Oh, me too. The One-Ups have done a spectacular cover of this song on their like horror game album that they put out a few years ago.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've listened to that. I think it's the second to last track on that. I listened to that album a lot when I went to Germany.
Dang it, you got it.
Oh, weird, you can't bring up your map when you're underwater.
Wait, really?
You don't lose your map when you're underwater, but you can't bring it up while you're underwater. It's very strange.
Weird.
Let's go this way for a minute.
Okay. Wait, there's a guy in there.
So this game has a bazillion levels. I think it's like, what, 50-something?
Yeah.
I can't remember. And I have a hard time getting past 6 or 7. Like I said the other day, I think I got to 8.
8? I've only gotten to like...
And I call this one of my
3.
favorite games of all time, but I've never seen all of it. And that's intentional. I could watch a speed run, but I've always wanted to be surprised by it. And I've heard a lot of things in podcasts and talking to friends and stuff. Aaron Hickman has beaten this game.
Oh, wow. On the Genesis version, I'm sure.
I think it was Super Nintendo.
Oh, wow.
But no, he did beat it on Genesis, now that you say that, because he was talking about it on the Genesis podcast. And yeah, but it is... We are playing the Super Nintendo version right now. The Genesis one is the one I grew up with. Ooh, I just barely got him before the zombie got to it. Did you see that? Hang on, baby.
Baby.
I think this is the first time we've played zombies on camera for the channel proper. Eric and I did it on an After Dark once.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? There's one more guy.
Oh, I died.
I'll get him.
That was dumb. I should have
I
used
died.
my first aid kit.
Dang it.
Well, you want to do maybe one more level and then go play something else, or should we just go play something else right now?
One with this next one is the one with the...
It's the grocery store. It's the shopping mall.
Store, yeah.
Do you want to do that, or should we just go play something else?
At least it's not the
So we can-
chainsaw guys. Yeah, I'll do.
Okay.
We'll do.
But yeah, after a while, you totally forget that you're playing a console game.
Yeah. Oh, there's a baby.
There's a baby. One reason I'm really glad that we ended up with both of these machines is there are some things that play nicer. I mean, they look the same on both systems, of course, but there's some things that play nicer to me, anyway, on the coffee table machine versus this one. Because with this, I want to play things that feel like full-on arcade experiences. And of course, you're standing while you're playing, so you don't necessarily want to be in front of it for 5 hours, but, or whatever, 2 or 3 hours. But when you're playing on the coffee table machine, you can play RPGs and stuff, and there's some of that kind of stuff that plays really nicely with a stick, and is, more comfortable to play that way, like you're playing on a console.
See you later.
Okay, I know there's a key over to the right somewhere.
I don't know it. You should probably leave it away.
Or at least I thought there was. We're going down the off. Oops. Let's go back up.
Oh wait, there's someone here, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's 2 people here. I'll get them. And there's
a baby
brother.
over there. A baby.
Yeah, baby. I'll get the
Why
brother.
are you saying it like that?
Ah! Oh my gosh, axe guys.
So we used to go to arcades quite a bit before the virus and stuff. Jayson, what were your favorite things to play at arcades? Would we go to like a Dave Buster's or
Well,
like a barcade?
I used to play a lot of like shooting games,
Oh sure.
like Luigi's Mansion or like modern shooting games like that. But when I go to like 80s or 90s arcade, I would play a lot of like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or like that kind of stuff.
Okay, we're gonna play
I played Donkey Kong
we're gonna play a
once.
Sonic hack.
Okay.
Yeah, Jayson really likes Donkey Kong, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna play a Sonic hack, and I'm just trying to find that.
Wait, is this?
Where's that Sonic 2 hack we played the other day?
Oh, that's Battle Race?
There it is, yeah. We're gonna play Battle Race. I couldn't remember what it was called.
We are?
This is really cool.
Well, why not, sir?
So
'Cause I
this
don't
basically
like-
has you playing Sonic 2 two-player fighting for dominance of control of the screen. So instead of split screen, it has you both on the screen at the same time, as if one of you was playing like second player Tails, except if whichever of you happens to, it's very clever, whichever of you happens to die, the other one takes over and gets the screen and then gets a point, and you're playing for points. So where do you want to go?
Let's just start at Emerald Hill.
Okay, that sounds good.
Because I want to do that. Okay, it started.
I do wish that the special stage was on here.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be.
Got
Okay,
it.
so see, so Jayson took over. He's already got a point. That's his score at the bottom. Oh, I thought that was going to give it to me. Oh, I thought they'd give it to me. Okay. No, 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 no. You're not getting it this time, son.
Oh, I got a shield. I got a
So
shield.
all I have to do is outrun Jayson on the screen, and I get to take
Like
over.
that?
Yeah, he's already got 3 points.
No, you don't.
Oh yes, I do.
No.
I find it easier to play Sonic with an arcade stick than Mario. Mario's very challenging
Yeah.
with an arcade stick.
No, it's not.
But Sonic, I feel really, you don't think so?
Nope.
But Sonic, I feel like I play maybe not as well. There are certain places where you'll get stuck and it's a little bit harder. But okay, well I got through the level, but you got 3 points and I have no points.
I got 3 points, and
Good
you
job.
have no points.
You beat me.
Because I'm good at this game.
Okay, well
La, la, la.
that means
No, Chemical Plant 1, not Casino Night
that means we're
1.
playing Casino Night. Deal with it, son.
No.
No, that's not
Yes.
fair. That's not fair.
Yeah, it is.
That should have let me take over. I don't understand that. What? Just because you were sitting in the center of this game? There we go.
Jeez. Where am I?
Yeah, this is insane.
Yes. 2 points.
I just died. Just show him back up. Just because of where it's placing me.
No.
Yes! Wait, it happened to both of
Oh,
us.
wait.
This is insane.
No, wait, what? No. No.
Some of this can be a little bit arbitrary.
What?
It's a little bit of luck.
What are you even supposed to do?
I think you're right. I think we should have gone to Chemical Plant. But after what you did to me in in Emerald Hill, I just felt like it was war. So I wanted to pick the hardest thing I could pick. This is not a hard stage if you're just playing
Seriously?
Sonic, but it is if you're doing whatever this crazy travesty is.
If you win, you know where we're going.
This is basically like playing. You're trying to play. Look at how I'm bouncing. Look at board Sonic bouncing. This is basically if like playing New Super Mario Brothers like multiplayer.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Except you can't cooperate.
Yeah. It's
There's no cooperating. Come on.
it's not co-op, but it kind of is.
Why am I doing this?
If you win,
Oh, good.
It is war.
You're getting us a little farther. It is tied right now.
It
8 to 8.
is war if you win.
No. Arrgh! Dang it. That was a mistake. I was going to try to...
Where did
Sucks,
I go? Did you see me just... Where am I? Oh my god.
Give me points, I think. Come on.
No!
Yes!
Come on! That's not fair.
But yeah, I feel like something like this, maybe not exactly the way this was coded, but like something like this could have been kind of a fun arcade experience.
No. Boom.
Don't you think, Jason, like competitive Sonic?
We're just together.
Was that tied?
It was tied.
I won though because I had rings. Oh, it should have given me the... I would think the tiebreaker would be rings.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do a Chemical Plant?
Yeah, Chemical Plant. And then if you win, then we're doing a really hard one.
Well, I'm thinking maybe we could get out of this after that and play one more game. Do you want to go ahead and do some Tetris, or?
Yeah, I want to do Tetris.
It might be fun. I kind of want to show off that game for anybody that hasn't seen it, because I think it's one of the great definitive Tetris games. And I had never played it, but I really think that now. And it looks really great on this machine.
I literally
Oh, come on,
have,
come on,
like,
come on.
no rings. What? Wait, what?
Let's go, let's go, let's
Oh,
go.
come on.
Yeah!
Don't.
You are
No.
not going to try
Oh
me
my
again,
gosh,
son.
I just. No.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's do this.
We're going to Metropolis after this.
No, we're not. We're going to Tetris.
I know. But if we kept playing, we would have to go to Metropolis. But I don't want to have to do that.
What makes you think you'd win?
So is this Tetris? That reminds
Because
me
I
of
have
Tetris.
before.
So that's a lot of fun. I just thought it'd be fun to show off one of these hacks.
You won?
A million Sonic hacks in here, but a couple of the big classic Mario World and Mario 3 hacks are on here. Okay, so real quick, just showing off some of this stuff. Dreamcast only has a couple games, and neither of them work particularly well. Sega CD just has a couple of the big FMV games. So everything on here isn't the entire catalog, especially for later stuff. But everything up through like 94, 95, it's the full catalog. So PlayStation only has a couple things, and they don't work very well. And then there's some things like there's a whole section for light gun games, but you can't play it with this setup. You'd have to get guns and reformat your inputs.
Yeah.
Jason's a big Game & Watch fan, and Jason's a big Atari 2600 fan. Okay, what was I doing? I was going Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Oh, World Heroes, we should play some of that
Wait,
sometime.
Wolfenstein 3D.
Yep.
We should play that.
We're gonna play Tetris and Dr. Mario, right?
Yes. And I don't really like Dr. Mario anymore. I'm more of a Tetris guy now. Even though I'm not.
Jason, don't press buttons before we get in. There we go. Or you bring up the menu.
I forgot.
That's cool. Do you want to go ahead and play though the mix and match thing just to show it off because it's kind of cool? Or do you just not want to do that?
Because it starts with Tetris B.
Okay, we'll just play Tetris then. Just for Jason.
We'll do mixed match later. Maybe we might do mixed match.
And now some Tetris.
Ah, I might have done a better thing than you.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Boom.
I'm standing at an angle, that's why. I was dropping things weird, and I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Are you having that too?
I sometimes have that.
So, standard competitive Tetris, if you get double lines, you start adding lines to the other player's screen.
Boom.
And you'll add 4 if you get a Tetris.
Oh, come on. How do you get a Tetris?
4 lines. You didn't know
I
that?
see.
You don't know why it's called Tetris? Or maybe you only add 3 lines to the other players if you get a Tetris, but it takes 4 lines to do it.
No, I think it's 4 lines.
Well, I only added 1 when I did 2, so I'm not sure.
Yeah?
But you don't add lines just for getting clearing 1 line at a time. Another puzzle game I like a lot is Columns,
Column.
which is good job, which is a Sega puzzler. Never been great at it, but I like it a lot. I grew up on that, so pretty nostalgic. That's one of the only 3 or 4 Genesis games we had for the longest time before we finally started buying more Genesis games.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. We had Columns, we had Sonic 1, and we had Bubsy.
Oh, really?
For the longest time, that's all we had. And that's why I still kind of enjoy Bubsy, even though it's ultra flawed. Not a great game, but I still have a lot of nostalgia for it.
Boom. Oh, come on. Great. Never mind.
How you doing over there, kid?
Okay.
You're hoping I wouldn't look, huh? How you doing? Fine. I'm looking all right, Dad.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
No! What? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh no!
Are you playing Tetris or are you making modern art? What's happening over there?
I was playing Tetris.
But now you're making modern art.
Oh yay! I'm on number 1. Oh. Of course.
What an achievement.
I'm trying not to die right now.
It's the name of the game, man.
No! Line piece.
And there we go. Well, I think that is going to do it for us today, folks. Thanks a lot for watching Father and Son, and next time we'll have a regular discussion topic or a review for you. We want to do something a little bit different today and just kind of show off this new machine. We are loving it. It's fantastic, and down the road, depending on other things we find, we might do some more videos on this, just going, hey, here's a game that we found in our emulator that you maybe didn't know about. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you had a good time with us. We certainly did. We will see you again next time. I'm Captain Logan.
And I was Jason.
And we are Father
And Son.
Later, folks.